Gregory here again. Today we're going to be talking about one of the products that Gregory's kind of holds their hat on, and that is our Danish rolls. Basically, when Greg started this company, he started it out with the concept of scratch quality with frozen convenience, and this product here is really going to show that off in a really good way. It's a hand-twisted Danish roll. We've got it in a couple different shapes here. We've got a Danish snail. It's a 2.5 ounce roll. It comes 120 to the case, and you can see that the twisting on it's really good. It actually is hand twisted. And we also have the same thing in a figure 8 roll. So what I'm going to do is show you what you're going to do with this product when you first get it. So it's in a frozen state, obviously. What you're going to want to do is take it out of the box and put it on the pans. We're going to go 3x4 on a full sheet, and then we're going to put it in the cooler overnight covered. That's the ideal way to do it. If you're a little bit behind schedule, you can thaw it out at room temperature for about an hour. Just make sure it's completely thawed before you put it in the proof box. So we're going to go 3x4 as I'm doing here. There is a top and a bottom to these, as you can see. And then from there it goes onto the rack. Now, we're going to step ahead to the next morning. We're going to take the product out of the cooler. This stuff obviously is going to go back in the freezer. We're going to put it in the proof box, and we're going to want to get it 2/3 to 1 3/4 its original size. This one's about 1 3/4. You can kind of see the difference in the sizing here. So we're going to want to proof it at 100 degrees or 95 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and the humidity needs to be about 85% for about 40 to 60 minutes. Usually takes 40 minutes. These things will jump really good in the oven, so you don't want to get them too big. Okay, once it comes out of the proof box, it's going to look like this. We're going to want to fill it or top it. Gregory sells a number of different flavors of bake packs like this. It comes in 12 2-pound cases. This happens to be a cream cheese one. Now, when you cut these, you're going to want to cut it about the size of a pencil, nice and small, and we're going to actually pipe this on in a swirl fashion. That way we get filling across the whole roll, and we don't get a big blob of filling in the middle that's going to make the roll fall in the middle. And you can actually make some, could be a strawberry cream cheese one where you put a little bit of strawberry in the middle, like that. Apple's always a popular flavor, and you kind of get the idea. Gregory's also sells a streusel. We're going to want to put a little streusel on top. Our streusel is a little bit more, has a little bit more fat and sugar in it, so it's going to be a little richer than maybe what you're used to. You kind of want to break it up a little bit, and then you're going to sprinkle that on top like this. From there it goes off to the oven. If you're using a conventional oven, the old real ovens, that's about 375. They're going to take about 14 minutes. If you have a rack oven, you're going to want to go about 350 for about the same amount of time. And then if you have the convection ovens, then you're going to want to drop that a little bit more, about 330 Fahrenheit. Here's what the figure 8s look like. One thing you can do also with the figure 8s is you can make mini Danish out of it. So you take a thawed out figure 8, and you're going to want to cut it with a pastry wheel, so like that. And you can kind of just give it a little pinch here. Those are real popular if you've got a lot of seniors that shop in your store or your bakery. They get a little bit smaller portion. You can do an 8 count for the same price. I did proof some of those up here. That's what they look like once they're all proofed up. Same thing, you're going to want to put just a little bit of filling in the middle. All right, once they go into the oven, you bake them until they're golden brown. Here I've got some that I didn't put any filling on, so you can kind of see You'll notice that the Gregory's Danish rolls have a lot of lamination in it, so we've got really good layering between the roll and the dough itself. So it's going to give you a good flaky texture to it. Here's kind of what they look like with the filling on it and the streusel. And then usually you're going to want to drizzle a little bit of white roll icing on top just to finish it off. It's an excellent eating product. Maybe it's something that you got away from. You might want to give it a try again. It's kind of an old traditional item for bakeries. You can change it up a little bit too. Here I use a little bit of sticky bun smear that you put into a pan. This particular pan is about a 5-inch diameter on it. You can use different size pans depending on what you get. If you got a little smaller pan, you'll just get a little more height on it. The sticky bun smear is a little more of a kind of a honey texture to it, and it's a little more transparent. We also sell a caramel smear, depending on what your customers want. That's going to be more of a, you'll notice it has a little more of a thicker coating on it than this does. I kind of prefer the sticky bun smear. You can still get a good taste of the roll and the sweetness of the smear itself. Just wanted to show you the figure 8s, what they look like when they're baked up without any filling on them. So it's an excellent product to give it a try. Like I said, scratch quality with frozen convenience. So long for now.